Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by HSCI Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices. Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by HSCI Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices. Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by HSCI Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Umpisa pa lang ng...
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Umpisa pa lang ng araw, grind na agad. Grind dito, grind dyan. All day grind. At sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna, kasama ang Embassy Whiskey. May smooth oaky flavor na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
Coming to you from the Playtime FilOil Center, this is the finals of the Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated 40 and above divisional finals. After almost 60 games from 11 competing teams, we are down to the last few games to determine the group who will win it all. It is time to meet our finalists. First from Iloilo, the Huasion College of Iloilo LAMTEX Pipes. Number 77, Berwin Michael Zer. Number 17, Richthofen Chion. Number 34, Ruben Kua. Number 19, Mark Anthony Uy. Number 22, John Ronald Tan. Number 5, Ian Chester Cole. Number 12, Wesley Adam T. Number 15, Alex Chua Jr. Number 8, Jose Villegas. Number 10, Diego Rizaga Jr. Number 23, Francis Barzeliano. Number 9, Richland Tenesso. Averaging 8.6 points per game in 11 outings and 2.4 makes from the 3-point country, number 20, Eduardo Aliato. He indeed filled up the stat sheet this season, grabbing 7.3 rebounds, 7.1 assists, on top of 10.3 points per game, and 50% shooting. Number 7, Leo Kanutai. One of the leading rebounders in the tournament, averaging 10.6 points and 17.3 points per game, is the one player to watch out for, number 11, Rodney Sinclair. Scoring is not a problem for this big guy, a former UAAP MVP, number 25, Ken Bono. His shooting touch seems to never fade away, still leaving the big game James, a former PBA MVP, number 18, James Young. And make way for the coaching staff of Huaxiong College of FilOil, led by head coach Zeno Miranda. One more time for Huaxiong College of FilOil, LAMTEX Pipes. And now their opponents, please welcome Savior ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Number 16, Roy Tan. Number 99, Marvin Siyoko. Number 11, Gene Alabanza. Number 12, Danny Balazar. Number 3, Dan Koyuto. Number 14, Paul Chua. Number 15, Gino Noel. Number 88, Michael Nair. Number 40, Red Chu. Number 10, Boy Siyaho. Number 0, Ezra Lim. Number 6, Brian Gore. Number 7, Michael Chua. Number 41, Martio. Shooting at an efficient 52% from the field, number 2, Joseph Wong. One of the top passers of Savior, number 1, Eldridge Liao. He's doing a fantastic job crashing down the boards. Number 21, Joseph Chua. He made a lot of noise in his appearances. A UAAP and PBA champion, number 17, Chris Yu. One of the leaders in this Savior School Deep run in the tournament, and also a UAAP and PBA champion, number 18, Joseph Yo. And make way for the coaching staff of Savior ACROCITY ZHOOSH, led by head coach Gian Gore. One more time for Savior ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And to deliver his message to the finalists, please welcome the Fil-Chi Athletic Association. This is the best of 3 final series in the Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated 40 and up division finals.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, we feel that we have to bring our A game as well because we have to show up whenever our former star players come and play for us, diba? So having James Sharp, Ken Bono on Hwa-Chong, as well as Joseph Yo and Chris Chiu on our team, it kind of brings out the best from both teams.
So yung brotherhood namin, iba. Lalo na pag nandyan si Ninja, si Chris, parang lahat gumagaling. Yung brotherhood namin kasi since grade 4 hanggang ilang years ago na, almost 30 years ago na yun, magkakasama pa rin kami.
Siguro magiging advantage namin yung experience ng mga players namin. Halos lahat sila nakaapak ng pro tsaka semi-pro. Well, maghahanda pa rin ang bawat isa sa darating na finals. Kaya para sa amin, walang yamado, walang lihado.
And so, kompleto na. Ayan yung ating best of 3 with Hwa-Chong and LAMTEX Pipes laban sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH will happen on Monday sa FilOil and ACROCITY Center, and then Hwa-Chong will go up against Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
From Xavier, from start to end po kami.
Maglaro lang sila ng tama, yung tamang basket.
The attention, and of course the adulation, well deserved for FCAAI as we head into Game 1 of the finals between these two teams. As Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH is going up against Hwa-Chong College of Iloilo LAMTEX Pipes. And welcome dito po sa ating venue in San Juan, kung saan makikita at matutunghayan natin championship game. Best of 3 series. Game 1 tayo rito. Benji Santiago, kasama ko si Coach Ed Cersei. This is something that a lot of people are looking forward to witnessing, Coach Ed Cersei.
A much anticipated Game 1 finals. Pinag-uusapan sa Filipino-Chinese community. Hindi lang dito sa Manila, pati sa Visayas. Ito ang pinakahihintay na Game 1 finals between Xavier and Hwa-Chong.
Well, ang FCAI has truly made a mark pagdating sa basketball. Sabi mo nga, hindi lang dito sa Metro Manila. And we attracted a lot of attention in other places of the country. And it's really, really something na we would like to extend our advance congratulations already to everybody who organized ito, FCAAI. Well, looking forward dito sa ating Game 1 of the finals, best of 3 to. Maiksi lang naman, pero we know that every ball game will count for everyone.
Oo, totoo yan. We know that there are players, there are former pro players sa magkabilaang koponan, marami rin silang hatak na fans aside from the alumnus or alumni of each of the school. Kaya talagang ngayon, ramdam natin dito, live, yung energy ng mga manonood dito.
Alright, sa lahat ng mga manonood natin sa Iloilo, eto ang inyong team rito, ang Washong College of Iloilo, LAMTEX Pipes. And of course, pag pinag-usapan natin ito, wala silang talo throughout the entire eliminations.
Totoo, and during their last game, they dominated the Grace alumni. It's 96-69. Their three-point field goal, very efficient, 12 of 31. That's a remarkable 38%. Dominated the rebound, 65-41. That's a 24 difference in rebounds. Sa defense nila in terms of steals, 7 of 4. And dahil dinomina nila ang rebounding, mas marami silang second chance points with 24.
Ito yung binabanggit ko na, so many have tried, but so many have also failed. Hanggang kayon kaya patuloy ang magiging win streak para rito sa Washong College. Of course, they're headed by James Yap and Ragni Cinco. James Yap, a two-time pro MVP. Ragni Cinco has been there, done that, and we know we can still see a whole lot more as we take a look at their numbers here.
So, James Yap, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Naka-triple-double pa pala itong si Ragni Cinco. 22 points, 19 rebounds, 14 assists. We could see in our screen, ayan, si Ragni Cinco.
That's just the thing about dito sa Washong. Kung tutusin natin, di lang yung James Yap tsaka Ragni Cinco yan eh. May Ken Bono pa yan. May Leo Canuday pa yan. Diba? Marami pa tayong pwedeng makita rito sa mga players ng Washong who could actually contribute to a take of the first win in Game 1. Pero hindi naman papahuli itong Xavier, ACROCITY, ZHOOSH. The way they played laban dito sa St. Stephen back in the semifinals, they even had to go through an overtime just to come up with this win.
Oo, close yan, no? 82-77 overtime win. The field goal, just 1% difference, 32-31. The three-pointers, also 1 3-pointer difference. Hindi pa nga sila nakalamang sa rebounds, pero yung points in the paint nila, 26 of kalaban lang 12, and they have less turnovers, 9-17.
Early part of the eliminations, we're already waiting for a couple of players to show up para rito sa Xavier ACROCITY, ZHOOSH, and of course Joseph Yo and Chris Chu. Finally, they had the chance to play, and of course, finally, nakapunta nga sila sa number 2 spot ng ating team standings at the end of eliminations. They had a twice-to-beat advantage, taking care of their business back in the semifinals.
Si Chris Chu, nung kakwentuhan natin, matagal daw siyang hindi nakapaglaro. And yet, he registered 29 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. And what can we say about Joseph Yo? During crunch time, lamang ng dalawa ang St. Stephen, pumukol ng fast break 3-pointer to give them a 1-point lead and finish with a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds, samahan pa ng 5 assists.
Are we in for another thriller of a ball game here? This is just Game 1, pero kung talagang tutusin natin, Coach Edser, maiksi lang ang serye. Iba na yung makauna ka, di ba?
Oo, winning Game 1 is very critical kasi dalawa, champion ka na. And the LAMTEX haven't been defeated dito sa tournament na to.
Ang ating PG Flex Linoleum key matchup, taking a look at James Yap, 26-1-1. Over at the other side, Joseph Yo with his 21-10-5-2. We know those numbers are going to be changing as we progress through the game. Pero samahan nyo lang kami. This is Game 1 of the finals sa ating FCAAI. Let's turn you over sa ating venue announcer for the call-out of the starters.
May we call on SVP Executive Director, Ms. Erica T, assisted by Chairman Mr. Wilbert Loa for the ceremonial toss of the final game of the Fil-Chi Athletic Association. This is the finals of the Fil-Chi Athletic Association between Hua-Xiong College of FilOil LAMTEX Pipes and Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Introducing the starters, number 7, Yosho Kanutai. Number 18, James Yap. Number 11, Ragni Cinco. Number 8, Jose Villegas. And number 25, Ken Bono. Head coach is Coach Denok Miranda. And the starting lineup for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Starting at point guard, number 1, Eldridge Liao. Starting at 2 guard, number 17, Chris Tew. Starting at forward, number 18, Joseph Yo. At the other forward position, number 99, Marvin Siyoho. And starting at center, number 21, Joseph Chua. Head coach is Coach Ian Ko.
And right now, taking a look at the starting five for both teams, Hua-Xiong will have Leo Canuday, Jose Villegas, Ragni Cinco, James Yap, and Ken Bono. And over at the other side, Eldridge Liao, along with Chris Tew and Joseph Yo, Marvin Sioko, and Big Joe Joseph Chua for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Once again, Game 1, best of 3, all happening right here sa Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan. Benji Santiago, Coach Edster C, CJ Ang at courtside. And we're just about to get things going. Of course, much appreciated in the presence of SBP Executive Director Erica D. Present to witness this action here.
Alam mo, bihira ko makitang magsabay itong si Marvin Sioko at saka si Big Joe Chua. But I guess Xavier needs to match up with the big guys of LAMTEX.
And here we go. It's Xavier getting the first possession. Welcome to Game 1 in this best of 3 finals. And Chris Tew will open it up with a layup. A nice pass from Big Joe.
Well, the stability of the Xavier School alumni against the firepower of Hua-Xiong. Yun yung abangan natin dito.
Ken Bono puts up the 3. And Hua-Xiong, LAMTEX Pipes will still keep the basketball. They gave it a try. Empty possession. Here comes Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Yo to Chris Tew. Chris Tew fires the 3. It bounced out to Jose Villegas, the rebound. Leo Canuday quickly going. James Yap. Ken Bono. Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama. Leo Canuday penetrates, trying to drop pass inside. And lost by Jose Villegas, but touched last by Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 9 seconds on the shot clock here for Hua-Xiong College of Iloilo LAMTEX Pipes.
Baseline inbound.
Jose Villegas from inside the key. The jumper is off. Ragni Cinco getting an offensive rebound. James Yap puts it up. Malakas. He gets it back. He fakes. He fires. Another miss. Another possession. Jose Villegas could not hang on to that basketball.
First 3 shots of James Yap, missing all 3 on point-blank range.
Eldridge Liao from the corner. Lays it down for a 3-pointer.
Marami nagtatanong paano tatalunin ng Xavier ang isang firepower ng Hua-Xiong LAMTEX. Outside shooting, and Liao made that 3-pointer.
Tingnan natin. Sumusubok kumuha ng kanilang first basket. Ken Bono with an off-balance shot. Ball going back to them. James Shop on the drive, trying to pass, but no look. It ends up with Xavier ACROCITY shoots the 3-on-1. Fumbled a little. Chris Chu, will he go for the three? Kaharap si James Shop. Now Kanuday takes on Chris Chu. 10-second shot clock for Xavier. Chris Chu kicks it out. Eldridge Liao, another three. That's too long, too strong. And James Shop, time to settle down siguro. Masyado mataas pa yung adrenaline kanina. Here he is. He goes Ken Bono with his second attempt for a three and gets it to go down.
The clean cut Ken Bono. Parang bumata ng 5 taon eh. Baka ma-disqualify sa 40 above yan.
Spalding is the official ball of FCAAI. Eldridge Liao. Joseph Chua against Ken Bono. That's a nice matchup. Chris Chu with a catch and shoot three. That's a miss. And Leo Kanuday signaling everybody down to the front court. Ragni Cinco, nice find. Jose Villegas underneath.
Veteran move from Ragni Cinco. Finding the open Villegas there at the shaded lane.
Tied at 5 here in the first quarter. Joseph Yeo with a miss from inside the key. James Shop with the rebound, bringing it down himself. Jose Villegas underneath. Eldridge Liao, ball tap, napunta kay Chris Chu, he's open, he gets it to go down, another three for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
2 3-pointers already para dito sa Xavier alumni.
Angry Pares, 3-point shot of the game, what a nice setup for Chris Chu. And it's now 8-5 for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH, our first Jiangnan timeout. We're inside Playtime FilOil Center here in San Juan. Kanya-kanyang kulay. Well, actually, no, para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH, I guess they came in prepared. Pupunta kayo doon, kailangan suot yung t-shirt na to. Something like that. To that effect. Ewan ko yung mga nagparko, nagkaraplano, galing pa ng Iloilo na pumunta naman dito.
Yes, naka-white naman sila. Because Washong LAMTEX wearing their white jerseys.
Thank you very much for doing so, for attending this Game 1 ng ating best of 3 finals. Ken Bono earlier had a 3, trying to pound it inside. And Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH with a bad pass. Ken Bono with a second basket here in the first period.
Actually, it was James Yap who poked that ball behind from Joseph Yeo's hand.
8-7. When was the last time you saw James Yap, Chris Chu, Joseph Yeo, Ken Bono? Siguro last week lang, kung nanonood kayo ng Fil-Chi Athletic Association in
Totoo yan. 2 guards ngayon. Itong Washong with Teneso and Kanuday.
Kanuday lost the pass. Eldridge Liao throws a long pass. And Benjo Joseph Chua backs it in.
Looks like Xavier is a faster team during dito sa first quarter na to. We're able to score fast break points.
Xavier up by 3. Jose Villegas back rimmed. That mid-range shot. Joseph Yeo goes cross court. Christou against James Yap. Christou firing another three. Counting another three.
2 3-pointers already for Christou.
And he's got 8 points. Richland Teneso crowded safely to San Villegas. James Yap firing the three himself. Nope, it's offline. James Yap has not managed to score yet here in the first quarter. And Christou going for another three. Heat check.
5-point lead for Xavier. During this first quarter, they were able to hit 3 3-pointers already.
Richland Teneso lets it fly. Bounced out.
Good boxing out so far. Ken Bono haven't gotten any offensive rebound.
Joseph Yeo with a step back three-pointer. Under 3.5 in our first quarter. Ken Bono. Teneso, 10 seconds of the shot clock for Washong Iloilo LAMTEX Pipes. Ken Bono gets double teamed. Lost the ball. And they only have 2 seconds on their clock to work on.
TV timeout.
3:07 to play. It's a 5-point lead para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. It's another Jiangnan timeout.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Welcome back. She's present right here. Of course, Miss Erica D on the left of your screens right there. Ang Executive Director ng SBP present. And we got our good friends from PG Flex Linoleum, huh? Boss Neil Guevara right there.
Yes.
Our chairman talking to a lot of those VIPs that we have right behind the commissioner's position. Sa ating on the court.
Si Neil Guevara, naging player ko pa sa JCI Manila.
Imagine.
Kasama niya dyan si Richard Chuachaco ng AXA Philippines.
Siyempre supporter din ng FCAI and PG Flex Linoleum. Oh, what happened there? There was the buzzer. It created a lot of confusion. Bigla natigil na Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
I think it's an inadvertent whistle. They're going to clarify that one.
Oo nga. Malupit kasi doon yung buzzer mismo eh. Tumulong din eh. It's not just a whistle.
On the floor right now is Paul Chua and Jean Alabanza. So they're going to review that one to make sure if it's counted or not.
It's parang flat-footed. Bigla naging statwa lang yung Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH, thinking it was a turnover ng Washong.
Sa ingay din ng crowd natin dito eh.
I know.
Oo, di ba?
All right, we're just waiting for an official announcement on what happened here.
James Yap and Ragni Cinco coming in, replacing Leo Canuday and Ken Bono. Their shooter Aliado is in the ball game.
So they just counted the basket for Washong that time. 12-9, 2 minutes and 35 to play. First quarter lamang. Eldridge Liao with a three-pointer already here in the first quarter. Aliado missing. Eldridge Liao picks up the loose ball. Joseph Yeo right now fires the three. Gets it to go down.
So the outside shooting of Xavier School clicking for them here the first quarter.
15-9. Lamanga ang Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And that's the first basket for James Yap.
After several tries, nakabutas na si James Yap.
And the Yapsters happy to see James Yap not only back in the country, but making his first basket here in this championship series. Marvin Sioko falls short with that outside shot. James Yap, Gene Alabanza on him. Gets a double teaming defense, finding a friend underneath Rodney Cinco, running out of space. But here's a three for Richland Teneso. Ball being tossed around, and Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH with Joseph Yeo. Ginulo, he recovers. And now time to set up their half-court offense. Another corner three for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Eldridge Liao, his second here in the first.
He is a sharp shooter for Xavier alumni in that corner.
That's the thing that's really going for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. There's 3-point shots. They have 4 here in the first period.
Yung maganda sa nakikita natin dito, nagkakapisikalan, nagkakakiskisan, tumawag ang referee after tapikan.
Summit's the official drinking water of FCAI. Tuato Aliado. James Yap with a three! Back-to-back baskets for big game James.
What a shot there by James Yap. Grabe umasawa na si Gene Alabanza sa kanya, but he was able to get that one.
And then an offensive foul is called against Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Chua ang tinawagan ng foul. Gino Noel sees action for the first time for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH to replace Chris Chu.
28.4 seconds remaining na lang sa first quarter. Kaya pahinga muna for 2 star players dito sa Xavier alumni.
James Yap once again with a basketball. He fires from the corner. He gets it to go down. It's a long two for James Yap. Nevertheless, it's 3 baskets consecutively made by James Yap.
Akala mo gipit na siya doon sa kanto na yun eh, no?
Eldridge Liao almost. And look at where we finally end up here in the first period. Eldridge Liao doing his thing in passing, also in shooting, and Chris Chu much obliged to hit those outside shots. He's got 7 points at the end of the first. Ken Bono, his hand for the outside shot. Not so once upon a time, he was actually number 2 when it comes to 3-point shooting. Joseph Yeo making his presence felt in the first quarter with his 3-pointer, and so is this guy, James Yap. That corner shot was a long 2, but nevertheless, we got a close ball game to end the first 10 minutes of play. Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH up by 2.
You are still watching the Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated, and for Leo Canuday, being the team captain of a powerhouse team definitely is a big responsibility for him. Especially everyone is looking up to him, including James and Ken. He also added that Hwaseong is here to showcase that despite being a provincial team, they can compete in a prestigious league like this. Coach Esther and Benji.
Thank you very much. CJ Young will be reporting to us from courtside. And of course, she talked about Leo Canuday. Fortunately, Leo Canuday was not able to make a dent somehow. And at least James Shop has finally found his range. So is Ken Bono. Sabi nga natin merong point guard at meron ding points guard. As for Leo Canuday, mag-point guard muna ako.
Still a man-to-man defense para dito sa Xavier.
James Shop. Oh my goodness, he's got 10 points. He opens up the scoring here in the second quarter. And now they find themselves up 1 and a turnover pa ng Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Momentum definitely is with Hwaseong Iloilo.
After he missed about 3 or 4 attempts, James Shop now knows how to make life difficult for ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Leo Canuday, no! And here comes Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Chris Chu, he ended up the first quarter with 7 points and a couple of 3-pointers. Oops! May agaw. Leo Canuday making sure about that layup. Nothing much. The defense could do anything about that.
Good steal by Leo Canuday. Sprinting towards the court for that fast break for Hwaseong, giving them a 3-point lead.
Chris Two going inside. The presence of Ken Bono is enough defense for Hwaseong. Iloilo LAMTEX pipes. BYD Valenzuela, fast break of the game. Leo Canuday on cue. CJ Young just talked about him, and here he is. Points guard did not go.
BYD Valenzuela, Hexagon Motors of Chris Gamboa. I'm sure he is watching right now.
Ken Bono hanging on to that basketball. He gets double teamed. Leo Canuday, open look for a 3, offline. Battle for the rebound. Ends up with Chris Chu, and now Joseph Yo from the left side of the front court. He fires, he uses the glass, and he gets it to go down.
Tirang veterano using that glass. One thing that's really working for Xavier is not only their outside shooting, pero yung backs out nila, not really giving up any offensive rebounds para dito sa LAMTEX pipe.
I'm trying to figure out, kung dun sa pros, etong si Chris Chu, si Joseph Yo, si James Shop, Ken Bono, hindi yata sila nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na maging magkakampi, laging magkakalaban.
Totoo yan.
Leo Canuday, Jose Villegas, Wagner Cinco, Eduardo Aliado, and Ken Bono para sa side ng Hwaseong LAMTEX pipes. Jose Villegas, pero he's gonna be called for the loose ball foul. Nawala sa picture si Chris Chu.
1-point lead for Hwaseong Iloilo. We have 2.5. That's 2,500 viewers right now.
Sabi ko nga di ba? Dadami pa yan mamaya. Yung mga iba, hindi ko alam kung saan ang galing. They're going to be hearing it from somebody who has been watching, also from somebody who's watching from somewhere else.
And ito maganda sa live streaming. Kahit nasaan man kayo, basta may internet, pwede nang manood.
Joseph Yo against Wagner Cinco this time. Shot clock bumababa. A 3 that falls short here for Michael Nang. Now warningan pa for faking a foul. They doubled in James Yap, and one of those two guys is going to be called for a foul. Michael Nang.
They've been double teaming up high itong Xavier, so that's part of the game plan, defensive game plan for Xavier School alumni.
James Yap. Sevillegas, an open look for Richland Teneso. Could not get himself going. He's got those open looks. 21-20. Washong LAMTEX Pipes with a 1-point lead. Ken Bono the rebound. Naitawid naman, Richland Teneso. Kicks it out to James Yap. James Yap gets double teamed. Baseline jumper. Magnifico, the miss by Ken Bono. Jose Villegas fighting for that loose ball. And finally a whistle.
That's foul by Big Joe Chua.
Pero it's in the act. So Jose Villegas will be shooting 2 free throws. He's only got 2 points. La Cherie, where beauty meets wellness. Missed on the first.
Hindi lang mga alumni of each school ang nanonood, pati mga alumnus, students, katulad ni Aaron Chase Yu, watching this game.
Villegas missing both free throws. The quick release with Chris Chu.
Xavier now shooting 4 of 15. Just a 3-point area.
Teneso against Michael Nang. Natapik yung bola. The defense by Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And here's Josepio firing another three. That's time from the right side. And he gets it to go down. He's got 2 of them here in the first half.
Mas marami pang 3-point field goal itong Xavier with 5 compared to 2-point field goal ng 4 lang.
Michael Nang is going to be whistled for a second personal foul. Agripares 3-point shot of the game. Josepio knocking it down. He's got 8 here in the first half. Jiangnan timeout. Welcome back. 5 minutes and 47 here in the second quarter. Still a close ball game, 23-21. A change of the lead because Josepio was able to knock down a 3-pointer earlier. 23-21 for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Sa finals press con, pinag-usapan magpo-45 above. Tapos ang Huasyong sinabi meron sila 50 above. Ives Dignadice. The only alumni that plays 45 above. And Ken Bono hitting his second 3-pointer para dito sa Huasyong.
And giving them back the lead. Now a seesaw battle ensues here with 5 minutes and 20 remaining. MEC empowering people through technology. Josepio with a miss. James Yap. James Yap has 7 rebounds. Here he is. He's got 10 points. Joseph Yo gives up a foul. James Shop will be shooting free throws.
Nakaabang ni Xavier dyan sa screen for James Yap. Gina-jump nila kagad for a double team para pahirapan ito si James Yap.
Marvin Sioko comes back into the game to replace Big Joe Chua. Sincerity Cafe and Restaurant, home of the most famous fried chicken in town since 1956. James Yap missed the first.
James Yap leading scorer para sa Hwaseong together with Ken Bono with 10 points.
Splitting his charities. At diehards ni James Yap. Yan na rin yung mga mukha na nakita ko nung araw. Nandito pa rin sila.
A testament to how James Yap have talagang naging face ng PBA.
Sioko way too strong. Trying to hit that outside shot. Rodney Cinco. Tahimik si Rodney Cinco. Hindi pa siya nakaka-score.
Remember during the quarterfinals game against Grace Alumni, Rodney Cinco scored the first 5 points para sa Hwaseong Iloilo.
Diego Rizaga will replace Rodney Cinco. Still a close ball game that we have here. Ranchu with a miss on that 3 from the corner. James Yap to Ken Bono.
Round robin layup for Ken Bono. That's how Xavier respects the outside shooting of James Yap.
27-23, Hwaseong up 4. Christou firing, it's a miss. Christou has yet to score here in the second quarter after coming up with 7 points in the first period. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. A total disagreement for Coach Denok Miranda.
Parang mabilis yung 24 seconds. So they're trying to look at it, but the 24-second shot clock was called. Coach Denok Miranda.
Paul Chua will see action to replace Marvin Sioko sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Cantigo elevate the game with Cantigo Sports. Joseph Yo, too strong.
I think the game plan is really to try to hit their outside shot because they have more 3-point attempts than a 2-point field goal.
And what a spin move by Leo Canutay to get that off the run. He's got 4 points in the ball game, giving them a 6-point cushion in their lead here with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Christou, that's his first basket here in the second quarter. And that's his second 3-pointer in the first half. He's got 10. We got a 3-point game. 3:02 remaining. Shut down timeout.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. and a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
The night.
Back here in this ball game, plenty of ways that you could enjoy watching Game 1 ng ating finals. Justin Chu's presence dito po sa ating Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan. Oh! Ron Tubid also present. Siyempre, teammate ni James Yap back in college. And Alex Cabagdon also present. Pasilip-silip lang sila. Wala na ba talaga maupuan?
3-point lead by LAMTEX 5. So naka 2-3 naman ngayon, giving a different look para dito sa Huaxiong Iloilo.
Ken Bono going to James Yap. Another three and another make to James Yap.
Look at that hand off by Ken Bono. Ang laki ng iiwasan mo eh. Talagang ma-open itong si James Yap for that three.
Up 6. Huaxiong College, Iloilo LAMTEX Pipes. Paul Chua at the low block. Chris Chu lost his dribble, but he gets fouled, and that's why he lost that basketball.
First foul for Leo Cadmuday. Ito yun, no? Simple play, hand-off for James Yap. Bang for James Yap.
I know.
Parang layup yung three-pointer sa kanya eh.
Parang dalawa yung nakascreen sa kanya.
Raggy Singo assign dito kay Joseph Yo. Grabe itong si Liao Benji.
Eldridge Liao hitting another three. Yun din ang ginagamit na weapon itong Xavier ACROCITY Schuster. Outside shots.
Like what I've mentioned a while ago, they have more 3-point attempts, 7 of 22. Eh, 2-point field goal nila, 4 of 9 eh. Hindi mo yun?
Kanya-kanyang diskarte ang mga yun.
Kaya nga, tinatanong mo, madalas mong tanungin, how could you beat a team like Huaxiong? Then your outside shooting needs to click. And so far, it's been clicking for Xavier, yet they're still down by 3.
And Ragni Cinco still has yet to get himself on the board, missing 2 free throws. Very unlikely for Ragni Cinco that we're already in the second quarter and he still has yet to make a basket. To consider Ragni Cinco is averaging 17 points per ball game. And 10 rebounds. Another miss by Ragni Cinco. Eduardo Aliado, lampas yung pasa.
Dalawa yun. Yun nandoon. Yet Xavier forced another turnover against LAMTEX. That's the 6th turnover in the ballgame.
Richland Teneso, another player who has been struggling, especially with some open looks for a three. Ken Bono, Diego Rezaga will be given a rest. Francis Barceliano coming into the ball game. And Huaxiong leading just by 3. Michael Nang directing the offense right now for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. They will call this a foul on Ragni Cinco.
Kasi during the press con, tinanong paano mananalo ang Huaxiong. Nagbiro si Commissioner, basta makasampung tuloy-tuloy na balik si Barceliano, siguradong sure na panalo.
10. Okay, bibilangin natin yan. Joseph Yo. Shot clock going down. A miss from the outside by Xavier, pero tumama. And Christu ayaw mahulog.
Fil-Chi are really crashing the board, giving them additional possessions. That's +2 possession that he gave them.
Long buzzer with 52.9 seconds. A 3-point lead for Washong. LAMTEX pipes Changnan. Timeout.
Umpisa pa lang ng araw, grind na agad. Grind dito, grind dyan. All day grind. At sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna, kasama ang Embassy Whiskey. May smooth oaky flavor na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
And
Isaac Go
present. Oh, si Brian Heruela. Gising ba? Ano? Tulog. Was probably looking at his phone.
Ayan pa, mga Chancay and Grace player still here. Henry Indoctivo of St. Peter enjoying the game.
Well, truly, it was very fulfilling. The whole experience for some of the other teams na hindi man nakapasok, hindi nakarating dito sa stage na to na finals kanina, before yung semis. Pero one thing is for sure, they want to come back with a bang the next time we hold the new season of FCAI in the 40-year-old division. Joseph Yo fires another 3. That's his third here in the first half.
8 out of 25 field goal, 3-point field goal para sa Xavier alumni.
And he just tied the ball game with his Hungry Pares 3-point shot of the game with 45 seconds left to play here in the first half. Changnan timeout.
Pinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Sabi nga natin, marami tayong bisita dito.
Diyan si Neil Guevara, sila Barnett So, Richmond C, Richard Chuachaco, Miguel Bati of St. Stephen, Coach Danny Ching, of course, our boss Edward Tio. Ang kasama niya, kanyang wife na si Ninang Merlin, na wife ni Marty Tio. Attendance here to support this game.
Kumbaga, etong game na ito, etong nangyayari sa Playtime FilOil Center here in San Juan. This is the place for you to be seen. As Skip Bono gets trapped for a little while. Off-balance shot right there. And forcing a turnover, James Yap was asking no contact left. And you could see it in the expression of the face of Coach Denok Miranda.
Situational substitution here with 25.7 seconds remaining in the first half.
We're all tied at 32. 25.7 seconds remaining. James Shamp will be given a rest. Chance to take the lead once again for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. They still have Joseph Yo and Chris Chu on the floor.
Last shot for Xavier.
Chris Chu now makes a move. It's up against Eduardo Aliado. Joseph Yo. He fires an up-balance 3. Did not go down. Well, what more can we say? Game 1 of the finals. Of course, the challenge for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Deal Washong their first defeat. As for Washong, continue with their winning ways. James Shop, with the way he's playing, and Josephio for the other team. Both of these guys wanting to win. Ragni Cinco, he has yet to score. Ken Bono, Saliao Jan. I'm a big contributor for Washong. And so is Leo Canuda with a spin cycle. And it ends the first half with a 32-all count.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by HSCI Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices. Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by HSCI Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Yeah, we feel that we have to bring our A game as well because we have to show up whenever our former star players come and play for us, diba? So having James Shap, Ken Bono on Washong, as well as Josephio and Christian on our team, it kind of brings out the best from both teams.
So yung brotherhood namin, iba. Lalo na pag nandyan si Ninja, si Chris, parang lahat gumagaling. Yung brotherhood namin kasi since grade 4 hanggang ilang years ago na, almost 30 years ago na yun, magkakasama pa rin kami.
Siguro magiging advantage namin yung experience ng mga players namin. Halos lahat sila nakaapak ng pro tsaka semi-pro. Well, maghahanda pa rin ang bawat isa sa darating na finals. Kaya para sa amin, walang yamado, walang lihado.
And so, kompleto na. Ayan yung ating best of 3 with Washong and LAMTEX pipes. Dapat sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH will happen on Monday sa FilOil Center. And then Washong will go up against Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
From Xavier, from start to end po kami.
Maglaro lang sila ng tama, yung tamang basket.
Tied at 32 after 2 quarters, meaning this is going to be something for a Game 1 in the finals. At ito yung mga story numbers natin rito, Coach Edster.
Field goal percentage almost the same. 13 of 37 para sa LAMTEX and 12 of 36 para sa Xavier School. Dito nga natin sinasabi na bubuhay ang Xavier School alumni sa 3-point field goal. 8 out of 26, meaning 10 attempts lang sila sa 2-point field goal, while 5 of 14 para dito sa LAMTEX. Free throws, mo, halos wala sa Xavier. Wala talaga. Dahil puro outside shot ang binibitawan netong Xavier School alumni, and 1 out of 6 dito for LAMTEX 5. The assist, 10 for LAMTEX, 8 for Xavier School. Turnover, almost the same, just one more turnover para sa Hwaseong alumni.
To consider less mistakes, actually 2 quarters, ganyan lang yung number of turnovers. James Schaap is leading all scorers with his 14 points, along with Ken Bono, who's got 10. Over at the other side, Joseph Yo and Chris Stu, double figures, 11 and 10 respectively. Hindi nalalayo si Eldridge Liao with his 3 3-pointers, a total of 9, but only 4 players have managed to score for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Visibly absent si Ragni Cinco sa side ng Hwaseong. James Schaap, 14, 8 and 2 at the end of the first half, and his counterpart Joseph Yo, 11, 2 and 4. PG Flex Linoleum, key matchup. We're going to be taking a break. We'll be right back with more.
This is the Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated, and together with me is Chris Stu from Xavier School alumni. Chris, how does playing for Xavier School mean to you personally at this stage in your life?
At this stage, well, playing for Xavier is like playing for family. You know, all these guys are like family to me, like my brothers. Even the crowd, you can see how supportive and how clingy the crowd is. Like, it's like a brother, a sister, a parent that's cheering on their child. So we're very excited and happy to be able to represent Xavier again after many, many years. So it's fun, and I'm thankful and blessed to be here.
How about your experience playing in this league, Fil-Chi Athletic Association?
Oh, it's been fun. You know, I didn't think I'd enjoy it this much. At first, they just really asked me to come and play and support the team, and I really had no plans of participating anymore. But I tried to cram my conditioning and my timing. But you know, it's better than I expected. Just look at the turnout today. I think that goes to show how much love and support, you know, the people have for the game of basketball and for the school. So I'm glad I agreed to play and represent our school.
This is the Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated, and together with me is James Yap from the Hwaseong LAMTEX. James, how does playing for Hwaseong mean to you personally?
Simple lang. Walang James Yap kung walang Hwaseong.
So far po, how is your experience playing here dito po sa Fil-Chi?
Every time na may game kami, talagang excited ako dahil itong mga kasama ko, after 20 years ulit ko sila nakasama. So every time na may game, excited kami. And syempre, nandun pa rin yung, kumbaga, yung pride nandun pa rin. Kasi nung 20 years ago, ganon din yung ginagawa namin. Every time na papasok kami, kasi every summer, nandito kami kasi mayroong mga Chinese League. Lahat ng champions na school na Chinese, nagkita-kita dito sa Manila. So, yun pa rin yung mindset namin na pride ang pinag-uusapan dito.
Yes, indeed. Minsan carried away na tayo. Mga 40s na kasi nga ito. Pero imagine, going back to the roots pa rin. School pride pa rin talaga ang pinaglalabanan. And Joseph Chua just gave them the lead once again.
Iba yung gustong manalo sa ayaw magpatalo eh. Diba?
Tama yan.
Oo, ramdam mong ayaw magpatalo because of that school pride that they are representing.
Leo Canuta gets blocked right there. And that's a specialty of Marvin Sioko. Siyempre nga naman, his presence right there. Lamang ang Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 4 lang ang umi-score sa kanila. Sino kaya susunod?
Abangan natin yan. Na medyo talagang nakasawa na to si Aliado kay Chris Chiu.
Joseph Yo, the reverse. Ball decides to pop out. And steps out of bounds after grabbing that rebound for Ken Bono.
Yung mga ganung reverse, ang naalala ko yung Edward Teo ng siyang Kaiser College. Magaling dyan sa mga ganyang reverse layup.
Mid-range jumper right there for Big Joe. And now Leo Canuday going to Eduardo Aliado. 34-32. Canuday nagdag sa tres, but could not get it to drop.
Shot clock, 14 seconds.
Xavier Alumni hanging on with a 2-point lead.
Baseline throw in here. Mama, nobody's tough like Mama. Ken Bono to the three. This one is an air ball.
We know that Huashong Iloilo is a high-scoring team. But somehow they've been limited by Xavier Alumni.
Eldridge Leao, Chris Chiu, Joseph Yo. And who else is there? Joseph Chua and Marvin Sioko para sa panig ng Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Chua still able to issue a pass. Joseph Yo with a three. No!
Maliwanag ang game plan for Xavier Alumni. For us to win, we have to take and make those three-pointers.
Leo Canuday from inside the key. Off with that jumper. Joseph Yo. Chris Chiu. Jumper and won't go down. And what's going on with Big Joe? Joseph Chua. This is 5 against 4. And a basket for Jose Villegas, and he's got 4 points.
Missed man.
Si Big Joe mukhang tinamaan eh. I saw him clutching to his midsection. Ayun, nakahawak pa rin siya dyan sa dibdib.
One notable sports personality from Huashong is our good friend Nicolo Chua. Mr. Simple Grind. He's going to be a father soon. Congratulations, brother.
So belated Happy Father's Day na lang. Tapos na.
Nag-advance ako sa kanya, nag-advance.
Are they taking a look at right here? Because kung natamaan itong si Joseph Chua, is that something that's reviewable? Natapos na eh. I guess the best thing naman kasi nga sa natin it's this Fil-Chi community. At the end of the day, at the end of the game, magkakaibigan pa rin yan.
Yes.
And they just want to assure that there was no harm intention. Diba?
Tama. And so far, sa nakikita natin, physical. Pero after physical, after by pito, nagtatapikan yung mga players.
The foul is going to be called here. Laban sa Huashong, Villegas. Incidentally, just in case you failed to catch the battle for third, sulit yun.
Sobra.
Buti na may video on demand tayo sa ating mga live streaming coverages. Courtesy of Smart Sports, the official Facebook page ng Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated, and also the YouTube channel from deep. Eldridge Leao missing, pero kailangan ng itira. And they commit a turnover. 30-34 all.
Half-court setup now. Let's see how Huasho will be setting this up. Mataas yung double team kay James Yap.
They go inside, and that's the first basket for Rodney Cinco. His first two, Joseph Yo lets it fly. Nope.
So unti-unti, nakikita na ng Huasho kung paano makakaisa dito sa Xavier. It's a good line no? From our angle.
Alam ko, nagkikwento ka na lang, Coach Esther. Nanonood ko pa rin pala.
Nadadala rin tayo sa laro.
Paul Chua comes back into the game. Well, actually, he was replaced. He's back on the bench, rather. 36-34, lamang ang Huasho.
We finished the half at 32 all. So 4-2 pa lang na i-score dito.
Joseph Chua. Habang kay Francis Barceliano. The corner three. That's a miss for Eldridge Liao. And James Shop in the basketball. Antuato Aliado. James Shop. Step back three. No. Francis Barceliano. And there's a foul. Joseph Chua. I'm saying yun. Kakilala naman talaga yan.
O parehas nandun sa press con yung dalawa na yan. And I could remember what Big Joe Chua said, na having all these pro players brings out the best in them as well.
Totoo yun, ha? Sincerity Cafe and Restaurant, home of the most famous fried chicken in town since 1956. Francis Barceliano back in the semifinals. He was good at shooting those free throws, but at this time, can't do anything of those two shots. Let's turn you over to CJ.
Thank you, Benji. Coach Gian Go called out the team being out-rebounded by Huasho. Coach added that they need to protect the basket, and the first 5 minutes of the third quarter is very crucial for them, so they need to go for an early offense. Benji and Coach Edster.
About that truth to that. Behind and rebounds, it's a plus 14 for James Shop and the rest of the guys ng Huasho. 39-25 ang rebounding story natin so far.
What an offensive rebound by Villegas, and that putback. Second chance point para sa Huasho.
And now he's got this bonus free throw. Just couldn't make it. 4 points ang lamang ng Huasho Iloilo. Joseph Yo. Eldridge Liao. Now they go Crestiu with a catch and shoot three. It falls short.
Silence si Crestiu ngayong second half. Init niya nung first half.
James Shop, 8 to shoot. An open look for Richland Tineso. In and out. I just would like to compliment the offensive rebound in Francis Barceliano.
Then Ken Bono is coming in for Barceliano. Well, Canuda coming in.
So nakailang balik?
Marami lal kaya hindi natin nakita kung nakasampung balik yan
4 minutes and 25. James Shop off the inbound, a fly-by move, the three on its way, short. Joseph Yo almost getting the layup, but he'll settle for 2 free throws. I was also thinking about the possibility nito, Coach Edster. Second half na to. Gaano kayo kainit sa tres? Hindi forever yan. Walang forever.
Yeah, the consistency, especially pag may huffing and puffing, syempre yung legs. Minsan kapos eh.
I know.
Pero meron naman second win na tinatawag.
Split charities for Joseph Fil, a total of 12 points, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Ken Bono na nagbaba ng bola, going to James Yap.
Only 3 points for Xavier alumni here in the second half.
Pero maagaw si Joseph Fil. He fires the 3. Can't get the 3. James Yap tapping the ball to his teammate Diego Rizaga. And Leo Canuday will set up the offense ng Washong. Ken Bono. And of course, si Boss Bernard Yang is all watching. So, Boss Bernard, bahagi ka ng mga 3,000 mahigit na nanonood ng ating live stream.
Ken Bono bulldozering himself for that 2. 5 na tong kalamangan nila.
Pwede pa dagdagan ni Ken Bono.
Bono's free throw was in. So that's 6-point lead again. Xavier has managed to just score 3 points in this quarter.
And I was already making mention of what happened in that battle for third. Isa lang ang naging lamang ng St. Stephen at the end of that ball game. It was close. There were 3 chances for Grace Christian Goodfellow na makaagaw muli ng lamang ng muli. Pero wala silang naipasok. And an escape win for St. Stephen. And here's Ken Bono.
Ken Bono doing the damage inside the paint.
And you were talking about second wind, Coach Edster. Tayo rin, naghahanap na tayo ng second wind natin. First game pa lang natin, yung battle for third. Grabe na eh.
Totoo yan.
Ganito rin ang tinatakbo nitong ating game 1 and here in the finals.
So now Xavier has to find an antidote sa inside points of Hwaseong LAMTEX.
Yun yung binabanggit ko eh. If you're going to, are you going to live and die sa iyong 3-point shots? 6 points up. James Yap gets double-teamed. Leo Canuday in the paint. Kicks it out. Aliado with a miss, but an offensive rebound here by Ragni Cinco. And James Yap right now in the paint. Puts it up. That's blocked. Specialty for Marvin Sioco. But Ken Bono makes up for it with a 3-pointer.
8 straight points by babyface Ken Bono.
And 20 points for Ken Bono, Coach Edster.
Oh, gives them a 9-point lead.
3 of 5 from beyond the arc for Ken Bono here in game 1. Sideline na kinukuha. Ragni Cinco with a reverse. Only his second basket. But it's enough for this ball game for one of the teams to lead double figures. The first time it has happened. So we take a look, 48-37, Ken Bono knocking down a 3. And then this basket by Ragni Cinco. Not much from him, but he's doing every little thing that he could to contribute. Welcome back to 48-37, a minute and 43. Ragni 5, he may be struggling. But of course, inaasahan pa rin siya ni Coach Denok Miranda rito. Just keep on playing. He's getting the minutes that he's supposed to be playing here. Ragni 5, almost 23 minutes. His presence on the court for Washong, Iloilo. Big Joe. Ranchu gets blocked. Ragni 5 coming up with that defense. Ranchu beat in. Kuha pa rin. Joseph Pio from deep. Malakas naman. So many chances, but so many misses for Xavier.
They're getting those looks.
Aliado. Oh! Nilinis lang yung ibabaw ng ring.
Di pa kumukonekta si Aliado, but he is their designated shooter.
Here's Richland Tineso in transition for Washong. Ragni 5. Kanuday. Ken Bono will take the shot, but he's challenged. He's looking for a foul. So last touch. Marvin Sioco tried to go for the block. I guess he was able to come up with the block. Pero siya yung last touch. 9 seconds. Kanuday. Ken Bono, another three. And another make for Ken Bono. 23 points.
Di pa tapos si Ken Bono.
And not only that, Washong is trying to catch up with the number of three-point shots made in this ball game. So they have 7. Sa kabila, they have 8. Ragni 5 got hit in the face. And Joseph Chua is talking to him. Pero iba ang game face ni Ragni 5. Ay, hindi pa niya makuha yung kanyang mga averages dito.
But he's playing tremendous defense. Kahit na 3 points, hinahabol eh.
Supposed to be averaging in double-double. Chris Chu. Oh, finally! Chris Chu again, 13 points. And he will have the final say to end the third quarter. But they still find themselves trailing double figures here. And what an effort here in the third quarter. Almost 20 points para rito sa panig ng Washong. Inside and outside the way they operated on their offense. Samantala, itong panig ng Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH was only limited to 8 points in the third quarter. So that's why we end up the third with an 11-point advantage para sa Washong. But of course, 1 full quarter ahead in Game 1 of the finals. It's not yet over until it's over.
Isa pa lang ng araw, grind na agad. Grind dito, grind dyan. All day grind. At sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna, kasama ang Embassy Whiskey. May smooth oaky flavor na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Final quarter. Enjoying an 11-point lead at Hwaseong once again. Just for the sake of telling you, wala pang talo ang Hwaseong since we started the eliminations. And then nakarating na tayo ng finals. Look at that, limited to 8 points. I already made mention when we closed the third quarter earlier.
We finished the first half with 32 all. That third quarter, 19-8. I think Ken Bono happened during that third quarter. Strings of basket, not only inside the paint, but 2 3-pointers as well.
Long distance shot, Eduardo Aliado with a miss.
Foul number 3, Jose Villegas, his third. First for Hwaseong College of Pinono.
Third personal foul for Villegas. Barceliano back in the game. So malaking sona ngayon itong Hwaseong.
Jose Villegas just stood his ground right there to defend against Big Joe. Ball is loose. Nakaagaw ang Xavier. And then some pressure in the backcourt that results in a foul. Too close for comfort for Eduardo Aliado.
Second foul, second team foul for Hwaseong. They're looking at Coach Denok on the kind of defense that they're going to do. Unang-una, tumawag ng tao-tao, pero sabi, isa pang zona.
First time they met here sa FCAAI, 84-73. Panalo ang Hwaseong laban sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Yun nga, hindi pa naglalaro si Christiu at si Joseph Yo. James Shop along with Villegas, Canuday, Aliado, and Barceliano para sa side ng Hwaseong. Walang bola pag-angat ni James Yap. Just a tap out, 8 seconds sa kanilang shot clock.
Good tap away there by Christiu. Active hands. The hottest guy during the third quarter. Ken Bono coming in for Villegas. So, 2 big men for Hwaseong, Barceliano and Bono.
Ba, pinagsabay na. Aliado na ng James Yap. James Yap attacks. James Yap, the backing shot too strong. Battle for the loose ball. James Yap ends up with it underneath. But one player is down on the floor. Leo Canuda, he picks himself up. Christiu using his left hand. He's fouled.
2 shots for Christiu. Panoorin ng laban na to. Sabi nga, parehas ayaw magpatalo. School pride. Joseph Yo back in the ball game para sa Xavier alumni. No problem for Christiu on that first charity.
The Cherie where beauty meets wellness. Nabanggit na rin natin kanina, Coach Edsel, maiksi lang ang serye. Iba na yung makauna ka.
Tama, best of 3 lang ito. So, winning the first game, isa na lang kailangan mo.
Eduardo Aliado adds up to the 3-point shooting party para sa Hwaseong.
Parang nagulat siya, binitawan siya ron sa ibabaw eh.
Pang-8 ng Hwaseong. Joseph Yo, walang sagot.
Unti-unti nang bumubuko lang kalamangan ng Hwaseong, 56-41.
James Shop, 18 points. And guess what? 14 rebounds. Double-double na si James Yap. Christiu offline with a 3. Offensive rebound. Wala pa rin mangyari that time. That was Paul Chua with a miss. Ken Bolo! What a three!
Ken Bolo is not yet finished. Still hitting those outside shot for Hwa-Chong.
26 points, 11 rebounds for Ken Bono. Hungry para his three-point shot. This is now the largest lead in the ballgame, 61-41 for Hwa-Chong. LAMTEX Pipes, Jiangnan timeout. Big 20-point lead para sa Hwa-Chong. Punta muna natin, CJ Ang.
Thank you, Benji. Coach Denak Miranda said that they should not be in a rush to take shots. They shouldn't be any hesitations to attack, and they just need to sustain their defense and get defensive rebounds to finally get this finals game 1 win. Benji and Coach Edster.
Just try to imagine, di nga mamadali. Leisurely just taking outside shots, especially Ken Bono, who is 5 of 7 from behind the three-point line.
I'll do the math, 71%. Grabe. Sa 2-point field goal nga, ang hirap maka 50%. Ito, 3-point field goal at 71%.
MEC empowering people through technology. How is Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH going to come back into this ball game? If you want to fight fire with fire. Pero yun nga yun eh. It's like yung movie na ballerina. May scene doon. Yung dalawang flamethrower. Under 7 minutes. James Shop is fouled.
Talagang nakaabang yung double team. Diyan kay James Carlos Yap.
Sabi ni Marvin Sioco, nauna siyang tumulak eh. Ang tawag dyan, na-experience ka. Andrew sends back one of those guys that are expecting to really contribute then in his own way. Shooting three-pointers. Sincerity Cafe and Restaurant, home of the most famous fried chicken in town since 1956.
The rebound disparity, 59 for Hwa-Chong, 34 para sa Xavier School.
2 of 4 from the line for James Yap, and the Yapsters happy. Lahat ng tira ni James Yap na pumapasok. Happy yung mga Yapsters. Cantigo, elevate the game with Cantigo Sports. 62-41 is our count here. Chris Chu, they ran out of ammunition, I guess. Pero mahaba pa to, 6.5. Yun na doon na papasok siguro yung second wind. Second wind ka dyan, sabi ni James Yap.
Mukhang siya may second wind eh, no? Medyo malayo-layo yung three-pointer na yun ni James Yap. And
kita mo to, layup na sa play pa for Joseph Yo.
Missing that layup, an open layup for Joseph Yo.
And James Yap firing away again, this time with air ball. Summit, official drinking water of FCAAI. And remember that question I posed earlier, 40 years old na kayo. Kung gusto nyo ng tres, how long can you sustain that? Ryan Go will be seeing action for the first time to replace Chris Chu for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Nakakwento mo before, yung Joseph Ngo, naka-10 3-point in one of their games. Eh.
Pinasok na ba?
Wala pa.
Maraming Joseph itong Xavier. Joseph Chua, Joseph Yo, Joseph Yo. And the lead is getting bigger and bigger here. This is now up 24. Although tapon lang yung bola. Aliado, hindi nakatingin si Ragni 5. How to sustain. Of course, the adjustment would be on the part of Xavier. Just in case this really would get even bigger. Nawala na eh, mga tres nila eh, no?
Even Eldridge Liao is not making those three-pointers already.
James Shop is going for a pass. Wala pa naman sa penalty ang Xavier. That will be their 13th foul. That is Ragni 5. At least here in Game 1. Gimme basket na nawala pa eh, no? Oh, naipamigay lang yung bola. Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Ragni 5 challenged right there by Marvin Sioko.
That's Joseph Chua, Benji.
Ah, yes, Joseph Chua. Ay, meron pa ibubuga sa Eldridge Liao. Pero kailangan, lahat sila may ibubuga. Malayo-layo pa to. This is a big 22-point deficit. And James Shop almost with that three-pointer. Foul at midcourt. Medyo violent reaction kaagad para rito sa Washington. Sabi ni Coach Lennox, teka muna, challenge na natin. Para ma-review.
Sumundot doon si Aliado. This is a 22-point lead. Batiin ko lang si Edwin Herrera at saka yung 50 and above team ng Grace Alumni team watching intently dito sa Game 1 Finals natin.
Oh, mahirap maiwanan sa kwentuhan eh, no? Bukas di mo naintindihan ang mga pinag-uusapan ng mga kasama mo when everybody's actually witnessing the action here in this finals game.
You could see here sa live, dyan sila Daniel Dagdag, sila Sherwin Tew, nanonood dito sa atin. Parang tama ka, Benji, pagkwentuhan dapat kasama ka sa kwentuhan, di ba?
And we're so happy also, some of the players na sabi nga natin belonging to another team, nandito rin sila. Kanina nga, di ba si Henry Doctivo? I do believe I saw Daniel Baidid also here somewhere. I saw him outside. Si James Shop pinaupo na rito, Coach Edsel. 4 minutes pa, pero malaki-laki nga ito. 21 o 22-point lead para sa Washington.
Xavier, wala na rin si Joseph Yo. Also a shooter coming in Marty Tio.
Brian Go. Ganun na nagiging story. Eldridge Liao. Ngayon, it's popping out those three-pointers. Jose Villegas. And that's going to be a block here on Brian Go. Game 2 will be played on Wednesday. And kung matapos na yun, I do believe we'll have the individual achievement awards. Siyempre, kailangan tingnan natin sino ba MVP, sino Mythical 5.
We have Mythical Selection first and second team.
Oh, imagine, first and second.
Foul there by Teneso. 3 minutes, 17 seconds remaining here. Penalty already to 2 shots for Paul Chua. Ragni Cinco going to the bench right now.
Not as satisfied dahil hindi nga siya. 4 na puntos lang si Ragni Cinco. Almost 18 points per ball game. Ang rebound niya, 6. And he's averaging 10.6 rebounds per game. So, Ragni, 4 medyo lang yata yung nakarating dito. Hindi na buo yung 5 eh. But of course, there's still game number 2. Sabi ko nga, from Xavier, basically, no more Joseph Yo, no more Chris Chu here for the rest of the way. And they will have to make the necessary adjustment. Best of 3 ito.
They need to replicate that first half that they did.
So kailangan yung pagre-reload nila with those 3-point shots. Mas marami pa.
Marty Teo missing with that 3-pointer.
Well, if you get to see action only for a little while. Pero kanina no first half, ano? Grabe, tabla nga tayo. Tapos sa first half eh.
Yeah, during the third quarter, like what we've mentioned, Ken Bona happened there. Strings of basket, 8 straight points for him.
Dagdag pa sa 3-point field goals ng Hwaseong, that basket from Richland Tinesom. And that would be their 11th 3-point shot made. 11 of 33. Isa pa nga, sabi ni Tinesom. Ito na TCL, last 2 minutes ng ating game 1. Hwaseong, with his impending win, will still be marching on to game 2. Unblemished record.
So your question on how to defeat Hwaseong, wala pa rin nakaka-find ng solution
no?
so far.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, so many have tried. So many have failed.
And Leo Canuday was in the press con stating na hopefully more provincial teams will be joining. At isa pa is sana marami ma-inspired coming from a provincial school that are able to string so many wins dito sa tournament na to.
Binabanggit ni James Yap, di ba? During that time, in their younger days, every summer, may meet ang mga Fil-Chi champions from other parts of the country to meet here in Manila.
I still remember the anticipation na inaabangan siya noon kasi putok yung pangalan niya sa probinsya.
Sa bagay,
So pagpunta niya rito sa Manila, sa federation ng Filipino-Chinese Amateur Federation, talagang inaabangan siya.
101 seconds remaining here in Game 1. And we're hoping that you could join us this coming Wednesday again for Game 2. We'll see if Xavier might be able to make a comeback and extend it to the full route. Ang ating best of 3 series. Or will it be a sweep for Hwaseong College Iloilo LAMTEX Pipes all throughout this season for the 40-year-olds?
Offensive foul was called against Canuday.
Dito lang sa ball game na ito na si Coach Zenok Miranda. Usually, sitting pretty lang yan eh. Ngayon, ang dami niyang tinayo rito kaysa sa inupo.
Gusto niya ipakita na di pwedeng complacent. One minute, 13 seconds, 22-point lead. Alam mo, Xavier ended the half at 32. So 14 points in the whole second half so far for alumni of Xavier School.
Some players from the bench get to see action here in game 1. So nandiyan nga si Wesley T. There's also Ruben Kua. With just a minute and 10 remaining.
Quick shout out kay Boss June C, who's also watching here sa ating finals. Mark Irvin Tio missing his first free throw. Kilala kong shooter ito, but missing that one.
He's on the board. 68-47. There's also the appearance here of John Ronald Tan for Washong.
Number 6, Franco Estevin.
So we take a look at Rich Defend Chong. As he tries to get himself on the board, be one of those contributors. It's Washong poised to take the win here. Wala na isang minuto na titira.
Si Coach Roger Montalvo watching also all the way from Bacolod. And si Coach Freddy Tanlo as well, coach of CKSC. Kaya sabi nga natin sa Filipino-Chinese community natin, ito ang pag-uusapan this week. Sinabi ni James Yap kanina, walang James Yap kung walang Hwashong.
Tama, eh, no?
Diba? Kundi dahil sa Hwashong Academy. And one of his coaches, Coach Dexter D. Malapit na kaibigan din natin yan.
They made it a convincing win in the second half. Para rito sa panig ng Washong. Michael Nang hits the 3.
I like how he pressured the basketball.
Sabi mo, one of the plans here for Xavier is to shoot as many threes as you can, outshoot itong Washong. It did not happen. Sumabay ang Washong. Let's see, ubusan tayo ng bala kumbaga parang mga FPJ movies. And it will end this way with Washong getting the first win. In ahead 1-0 in the best-of-3 series. Laban sa Xavier, ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 69-52 to consider. Always, it has not been that easy. But they're always finding ways to come up with big margins of victories in every end game that they went through. James Shop, he was struggling for a little while, about 3 or 4 missed shots at the onset. But once he got his bearings, especially Ken Bono, they found their range, they found their targets. Eldridge Liao, they tried back in the first half to really go for a gun battle between them and Washong. And in the end, it's Washong who actually got the win and make it, as I've said, convincing. 69-52 is our final score.
Marami mag-aabang ng second game natin.
That's right. Wednesday po yan, ha? Game 2 tayo. Kung marami nanood ngayon, syempre, mas marami tayong inaasahan na susubaybay. And they would want to see kung makakatabla sa serye ang Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And who can stop Ken Bono?
From a tied ball game 32-all, Ken Bono happened during the third quarter. Dami, 26 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. Carl Kenneth Bono.
As done his part in mga finals numbers natin dito, Coach Edster?
27 of 77 dito sa Hwaseong, 17 of 76, only 22%. Most of which kasi nanggaling sa 3-point area. More assists for Hwaseong, 18-9. And again, ang kwento ng laro, the rebound disparity, 69 for Hwaseong, 46 for Xavier School.
Let's take a look at the two players that we featured sa ating PG Flex Linoleum Key matchup. James Shap, double-double. 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. As for Joseph Yo, he had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And they just learned that they have to come up with even more. So that's it for CJ Yang, Coach Edster C, Benji Santiago. We'll check out what's going to be happening. Finals Game 2 will be happening on Wednesday. Same venue dito sa Playtime FilOil Center. Hwaseong takes a 1-0 lead. We'll see you at the ball games, folks.